Hello, people. My name is Kali Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. But yeah, Mahama media, Texas, you drew her. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
And Sammy Flex TV presents September to Remember. And it's September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. ATM wakonya na oni yako Dubai. Na wako shewa nisu adie. Na fe ya sansu adie ni abo. Na yebeko tour places biti se Desert Safari, Dubai Frame, Atlantics Water Park, Dubai City Tour. Na fe yacht party nsu tuetia. Na ya sansu party in the cloud. ATM ayen komani ya mekanchiro. Da be ya September to Remember. Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Na yebasu 24th September. Dikosi 29th September. And and for any reservation, anasen chirichirimu bia any fresa huma true for we 0243 514732 ana plus 971 559 494061. Proudly sponsored by Sankofa Restaurant, Taste Africa, Ohineba Jimai TV, and Afe Edike Media. September to Remember Dubai tour with Sammy Flex. Ebeye kikim.
Everybody check now. Check it, fa check it, fa check it, check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, fa check it, fa check it, fa check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it, fa check it, check it. Sugar level, fa check it, check it. Check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Well, this is Showbiz Daily here on Sammy Flex TV, and you know that when we take our seats like this on this huge platform, then you know Ghana's showbiz industry is going to be on the agenda. And Sammy Flex, I'm here with my people. Digital Rasta, he's called Currency. He's handling our camera for us. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. And to you out there, God bless you for always choosing Sammy Flex TV. If you want to send money from abroad to Ghana, remember, there is only one app that can sort you out. That is Tap Tap Send. And almost everybody is talking about Tap Tap Send. So get yours today and let's see how best that we can all do business together. As it stands now, I want everybody to know that Tap Tap Send is the best in town. Let me go ahead to introduce my people to you. Then we can start talking. Man like the Nation's blogger, aka Kobe Josvan, is seated. And when the Nation's blogger takes his seat like this, then you know a Jumano. I see. Nations, we have got there. Koso. What is new? What is new around?
And the Koso industry about some artists and some performances, international shows, and a whole lot of talkabilities that.
Okay.
Personally, I support some and I don't support some. it is time for us to bisect and digest everything and make sure so whatever that people want to set, any agenda that they want to set out there, we correct it and we inform them rightly. Not just to misinform people just like that.
Okay, so let me give you 1 minute. What do you agree, what don't you agree on the issues? Those who are talking about international, those who are talking about local. I want to know your honest and fair opinion on these issues. What do you have to say?
All right. Anytime when we sit like this, there's one thing that always comes into my mind. That as a pundit, when you get opportunity to speak, it shouldn't be like just speak or say anything at all. But whatever that you put out there, you have to make sure you inform the people rightly, not necessarily trying to play a card to favor the rest. When the truth is there, just establish it. And I've seen a whole lot of misinformation on social media, when some pundits were, instead of them to communicate whatever information to the people rightly, they more or less maybe want to cushion it some way to favor a particular group. And that is one thing that personally I don't support too. I chance on one video and it is all about this international thing. And anytime I ask myself, when we say international, what is international? For instance, if I'm in Ghana here and I travel to even Cote d'Ivoire, it is international because it's outside the borders of Ghana. So what will make people think that if I am a creative person, or maybe I'm a musician, if I have to be tagged as an international personality or an artist, unless maybe I go to USA or UK to go play a show before, which is more or less not the right thing. So if that is the case, if we are educating the people out there, we should let them know what the whole thing is. More or less, it shouldn't be something like maybe a person can be why, because at the end of the day, if I say certain things like that, I will get attention or the traffic and make my video fly. Let's always make sure say the information that we are putting out there, it should be more or less correct and accurate. That is why we sit as pundits. We are experts in various fields, and we expect say whatever experiences that we have at any angle, we should more or less exhibit it rightly and more or less let the people also watching us benefit from that. Yeah.
Well, I think I agree. Sometimes some of our commentaries, and I keep saying that we are all guilty sometimes. So we are only here to do our best and not to even muddy the waters as well. Well, Intim Dodu Solomon is also here. You can simply call him Chemo, our online manager. And anytime you're looking for your digital streaming, monetization solutions, he is ready to take care of you. A 3-man squad is it today here on Showbiz Daily Sammy Flex TV, and I want you to be a part of it because all the topics on board are topics that you would want to be a part of at all costs. So welcome, and let's start flying. First, let's talk about the church. Let's talk about the church. The church is in the news, and I want everybody to go to church with me. I'm talking about the church because Reverend Obofour is in the news. Remember the all-black big party in Kumasi some 2 weekends ago? In fact, that party that saw all celebrities here in Ghana being flown to Kumasi to go party hard in their black. The Reverend Minister, Reverend Obofour, was there. And after that, I know that the man has been lashed on social media. People who were not happy that a man of God will go to a party of that nature, they have been lashing him hard. And the Reverend could not sit down for his buttocks to pepper him. He has come out to talk. And the story on Ghana Web says, Reverend Obofour explains why he attended the viral Wild All Black Party. And the story says, Reverend Isaac Obofour has addressed the intense backlashes he encountered following his presence at the viral All Black Party that recently took place in Kumasi. Netizens criticized the Anointed Palace Chapel founder after he was spotted among the dignitaries that graced the event, which hosted a majority of Ghanaian influencers, slay queens, and secular artists. Aside from being captured among such an audience, Reverend Obofour was seen on stage spraying stacks of cash on one of the musicians who performed at the event. However, in a video making rounds on social media, he has finally shared the motive behind his actions. Thanks be to God, we have the video same way. I would want my okay. So this is what the story just said when Obofuor was at a party spraying money on Osekrom Sikani, and of course the ladies at a point were also twerking for him. It was a beautiful sight to behold, I swear. Man of God, he was also there to grace the party. Man of God, after enduring all the backlash on social media, has released this video. He's currently in America, and he's released this video to explain what he was really there to do. Let's watch it. I'll be right back.
Before I took one, and any week, Anna, Minya be Obi and any Jabra Bonwa Bobra. On the CEO of Rich Condos and of firm, Mr. Kokuna. Before I took one, and any week, Anna, Minya be Obi and any Jabra Bonwa Bobra. On the CEO of Rich Condos and of firm, Mr. Kokuna says, yes, I champion. I say, me a party. Kai party, men can bro for the name of me. Party, we are party tonight. But you being my brother from childhood, yo, me mama power some, papa power some. Also respecting me power on the CEO of Rich Condos. I say me a black party. I share to bra. You know. Yes, you call baby or acceptance. The be a say problem I mean people think say na menya we are see aso for na kabe menya because me no ma so for me Paul Masama, me shoma, me no mo kasa na me segu machikwa no. A time came and they team up no mo pa me nguase. Some of them maybe person me ko jail, menya hwe for the crime that I've not committed. Aso for tenasi konaivoy we the video back we the say just for them to bring me down. Cowboy na benyeska too much. Or time hunu kwa. Yesu se me ba me diem na me diem anyeme. Ti asem such a brother. So share CEO of Rich Condos are. Abrabo kra won kire ho da. Or represent the image of true Christ. On the site, that's why adwuma. That's why workers ni gina wa unhu difference. A very humble man. O si dan kase na akotwa. O se bra we you can do it. Or you give hope to the hopeless. He's a very great preacher. I respect the guy so much. Minimum for years. Or respecting me for years. Miss more respecting him for years. Yeah, you have a serious project to touch man. And me free touch man we do I see my bro. Me a party and you marry. But I'm in China. Then I went. A party, not a nightclub. Tenancy no. Me ever call enemy on my the need the brave me call it. The office was so receive me nice. The CEO the need the mommy. You do an GHI party. But let me tell you today, me be having any more. Now the see from and the family so I'm for some community and chain. Yakotana sieba. Ushiana nkaso a very young guy. Ushiana nkasa no. Respected, hardworking guy. Mi budu papa ono su bumi pa. Na Yankopon ushira ni pa o. But ushira bi mo ahu brase pa. Kobi is a very humble guy. But God has blessed the guy. Not in sabe sumbia ishira. Na ye ba odi animu ni nuane me ye koye o mama di machele me run a room. Oh, very serious oh. Me do ye na GHI pa e ma do GHI pa ba kon some bloggers papa we are say who bloggers din. Influencers papa. A mo ka say ko millions na ehwe e wo tu fi say mani na frefra. And afisa me ko e bibi o tokurum na abeda abonten. And I'm got 2 million penny Tabia, CEO of Tabia Industries. My bro, I salute you. Got to member Nana B of NPP, New Patriotic Party. We got to NPP, Nana B. Then I copy that. They say, I see ever. Now, me who say a man for your caption. Obofuor nightclub, Obofuor nightclub, Obofuor nightclub. How? let me tell you. What time now on Pemasema and Sammy. Don't say what you don't know. Makona club and so what? Others come to a place to party. Now me tour as a reverend minister. I don't tell them what to do. I'm being honest.
Message from the man of God, Reverend Obofour, who is firing from the US of A, sending this message to those who have been criticizing him over his appearance at the Rich Condos party. Let me start with the Nations blogger and a quick one. Let's run away from here. Nations,
Boss.
what do you also think about the man of God going to such a party?
First of all, can be say Obofuor night clubs and so what?
Yeah, indeed.
First of all, personally, I don't see anything wrong with that. And sometimes some relationship also count. For instance, you might have some friends that you have the kind of history together, kind of, childhood experiences and other stuff. And you guys have had that kind of bond. So, irrespective, there is always a means for you to more or less support. It doesn't matter whatever the means. And one thing that we should also know is we'll be able to address it, but maybe the intention is clear. Someone can look nice, but his or her intention might be wrong.
Yeah.
So first of all, what was his intention going to that place?
As in the Reverend?
Yes. We want to more or less judge the whole issue. Why? Because he's a reverend. But personally, if I am to be in his shoes, or maybe if I am a man of God, one of my roles that I will play is to go to such places and even win souls. That is it. You see, one thing
you didn't get a place to go to, but such a place.
Yeah,
to
brother Sammy. You see, one thing that we forget and say, always know, Jesus Christ can say, I didn't come for the righteous, but the righteous people, those people who more or less you don't regard them, you don't see them,
the outcasts.
Yes. So right now, if the church is more or less assuming, say, all those people in the church are holy, then where should we go and win the souls? And that is it. And two, Christians of nowadays, we are very hypocrites and we are judgmental. That is why most prostitutes will want to repent, but because of some of our attitude, they will never repent. Because the Ashawo knows that whatever that she is doing is wrong, and she will always look for a way to come or make a U-turn. But the same people or the same place that she will go to repent, that same people will criticize her. So if I think where I am, I have my peace, but I don't want that peace, but I want to relocate and I'll go to a place that they won't even accept me, then let me be in my own zone. And that is the reason why most people who cross street in this one, but it will only take few churches. I'll be about dreads. But Pini was on I'll be. But I mean, the last time him same question, me could program me could late, and I was in a nickel short. That time I made a coffee. I was a Sammy no, a bit delay, and I'm so at least the top was a Lacoste, so something presentable, a nice short and a shoe. But I'm quite sorry, they I need a devil.
So it's just short.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ben.
So now. For
Pentecost.
No, I Pentecost. My Pentecost.
Or Pentecost. And I church elder or Pentecost.
Me call Pentecost.
So say Pentecost.
No, Pentecost. And your Pentecost if I'm calling.
And sorry, Ben. And stadium for them maybe.
So to some the thing is, I don't see anything wrong with what Obofuor did. The reason why we see things, or we are more or less judging the whole thing, making it seem say he has done something wrong, is that he's a reverend, a man of God, and he has to be in his the image of what Jesus, like of God. But one thing that we should also understand or realize, we are all humans. Ye tight in if you are or nipa, the same thing, the same blood that goes through you. There's the same blood, the same temptation. You also faces the same thing. But idea Beman Kofa criticizing and say they themselves sometimes criticize themselves. They portray a figure to make them seem say they are angels, and so therefore they can't sin, or they don't sin, or they are not meant to sin. So if you paint yourself as an angel, we expect you to live a life like an angel. So when you paint yourself like an angel and you portray a Satan what kind of lifestyle, the same people come and judge you. They will use your own words and come and what? Judge you. They will use your own words to hunt you. And that is what Obofuor is facing now. But to go there support a brother, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeni mama ya sofu bebre low ki mo hihye niam mo ye niam.
Yeah.
Mo take substance niam bebre koso.
True.
But in the sight of the people, they pretend as if say everything is okay. But low key ebi mo nonsense. Ebi mo ye bi.
Facts.
Ebi mo wo side chicks nyina to say. But they will paint the picture to make it seem say everything is okay. That is why Bible can say on the judgment day, you be sure so sorry day. And it will surprise people. Say the very people that we see them say more life and yet they are living a rascal life, or maybe rascal life, or kind of negative kind of lifestyle, or maybe they are social advices to the world out there. These people will possibly make it to heaven. But the very people that they paint themselves like angel, me say me call events, eko shiobia, ya kwa sorry, you know how to say angel. Oh hagin pa bra sama ma hagin night club ni na bolum. Or drink shisha, me I don't take shisha, but a dickness that claimed say no angel like or no the or live cronkon life no me ko chia no ye share
o ko chia no
ana me nyencha na bishop
ana o kan den
me chia no mani hu say no the oye na enim
ana o kan den
the ferry oba jeso
adetin oba sorry
oba you hu en sanso chia anti ye share bi. So the thing is, it is not about the title, it is about your life. Sometimes people or you might more or less look tattered, but deep within you are kind. There are a lot of people that we see them say they are not positive, but deep within them they are very kind, they are very generous, they are doing some of the wonderful things that the very pastors or the so-called men of God that they claim to be, what we expect them to also do, they are not doing. Let me also talk about him spraying money on someone. The say we mu nyina oye ni nyina obakompo na bia nsori man bi nso ebre. But the question here is, what is he doing as a man of God to also help those innocent people more in churches now? So this is one message to our pastor. Say it is the same people, the church members in the mama ye when you start to talk to us. So senyame ya madum ne shirama, they should more or less bring so many factors that will also contribute to the success or the betterment of these church members.
Okay.
And that is it. So that is one thing that I expect. But for him to go there, there's nothing wrong. After all, party. After all,
well, thank you so much. Very well said. His name is the nation's blogger, aka Kobe Josvan. Chebo, you've heard the man of God's apology. Yeah. First of all, those who are lashing him, are they right to lash him? And what do you think about his response?
Oh yes, they are right. They are right to lash him. And again, if I were him, I won't come to respond to it. Because you cannot justify yourself enough, or you cannot say enough to
take
for
yourself
people
from,
for people to say that, oh, it's okay, you have to go. So why then do you have to come to respond to whatever is going on? There are certain things that when people say about you, or when people form their opinion about it, whatever you say will not change their minds. So you better deal with your church members or the people that you think believe in you, instead of coming out to respond to them the way he did. And there were a lot of how should I put it? He said certain things that he shouldn't be saying. The point is, if you are a man of God, we are expecting you to behave in a certain way, regardless of you being a human being like anybody else. But a man of God, you are not an ordinary person. And you have special treatment that ordinary people don't get.
Don't have, yeah.
So in the same vein, you have to behave in a certain way that ordinary people will not behave. That's what it is. You can't just say that I'm a man of God, but I'll behave like anybody else. That one, you are cheating the people. Because the privileges that you get, you don't share it with them.
They don't get some.
Yes. When they are calling you reverend, when people are blessing you, as they call it, giving you money,
more blessings
coming your way, the people don't get some. So you can't just behave like the way people behave and think that is okay. So that's where I would disagree with him. but it is his life and his church. And we are in a society, or we are in a time that people are interpreting the Bible in their own way to fit their narrative or to fit their lifestyle. And Obofuor is a typical example. I mean, we can get a whole lot against what he did. And at the same time, you can also get some portion of the Bible to support what he is doing. So the point is, you pick the portion that will, push your cause. So I will agree with him on that score that this is this is my church, and I do my things the way I think will help me and my church. If you say it like that, I mean, now who can question you? But if you want to generalize it, you want to make it look like you are doing as any other church. No. We know the Bible teaches church people how to behave. If you go against it, people will say it. That's why people are now blasting you or whatever that they want to say. They are also using the same Bible that you are using, giving you some quote here and there to bash you for attending that party. I mean, if you are a man of God, you attend a party like this, throwing money. You are not giving any good morals, as the Bible says.
For people to learn.
Yes, as the Bible says. That's the angle that I'm going on. I think he has every right to do whatever he wants. But if it is based on the Bible that he is trying to defend, then he will fall short. Because the Bible is against some of these things. And you are doing it. But if you come out and you will not justify it with the Bible or your position, then I will say that yes, you have every right to do it. Just that sometimes the consequences will, before we realize, it can go wrong. Big wrong. We know people who have used the same Bible to massacre a lot of people.
Of course.
And they were justifying some of their actions using the Bible. That's why I'm going that direction. They were justifying their action, and if we will not go for, I think I have said this story several times. The Jim Jones story. Jim Jones was like the sad part for me is that when you go and search for Jim Jones right now on the internet, they will say a cult leader. Meanwhile, this man was a reverend man of God, preaching and helping people, feeding the needy. He was feeding people at the time that he started. And then he told them, the way the world is so hard that we have to build our own world and live in it. So he moved people from main America to Guyana, now called the Jonestown. He built his own, more like a community, doing the work of God there. One day he decided that I think the world is so hard, we have to go to heaven. So he did his thing. Concoction with cyanide inside and then share it to the congregation. And over close to, I think, close to 1,000 people died. 900 and something people died. And he was a man of God preaching with the Bible. The same way, not long ago, 2000, Uganda, Joseph Kebereri, the same thing. As for him, he didn't poison them, he rather bent them.
Taking them to heaven.
Yes, taking them to heaven.
Straight up.
The same thing he was using the Bible. So people have used the Bible to do their own thing and it didn't end well. People can use the Bible to justify their behavior or their lifestyle. So my point is, if you are using the Bible to measure you as we will use it to measure Ajinasari or Dag Heward Mills or any other pastor or reverend minister, then there should be a standard. You can't just do it your way and come and justify it. Personally, I think he is free to do whatever. But if he is using the Bible, I would disagree with him totally.
Well, so that was the explanation from Intimidori Solomon, aka HMO, as well as man like the Nation's blogger Kobe Josvan, according to reports that we have watched from Reverend Obofour, who has not hidden the fact that he was at a party. In fact, he said something in the video that I loved so much. He said, why would people think that he was doing something in a hidden manner? because he knows where he's going to. Many people will come. It is not somebody's bedroom. It is a nightclub or it's a party. And that many people will come. On the day, he had the opportunity to even maybe hide himself or something. But he decided to go all out. Like, hey, this is me. Anybody at all who thinks I'm not the one, I am the one. Come. And let's see what we can do. So I think explanations have come from my people and they all sit so well with me. So we can move on to the next business. Now the next business is also another person complaining. Today, people are really not happy. People are complaining. People are talking. And once again, there is a story and there is a video. And I don't know which one my director would want us to look at first. Richie, are we looking at the story or we're looking at the video? Maybe we can read the story so it gives a background information to those who might not have this information. Story says, Nigeria's Ruth Kadiri calls out Ghanaian TV channels showing her film without permission. Nigeria's Ruth Kadiri calls out Ghanaian TV channels showing her film without permission, and that is what she is saying. Now let me read the story so we understand what exactly her problem is. Then we ask ourselves, are we doing it wrong indeed? It says Nigerian filmmaker and producer Ruth Kadiri has threatened legal action against Ghanaian TV stations that broadcast her movies without her permission or any authorization. The story continues that in a video that has gone wild, the actress stated that although she loves Ghana and appreciates the support, she is disappointed to see her intellectual property rights infringed upon. Ruth Kadiri noted that she has seen this trend numerous times and contemplated watermarking her work as a result, but decided against it. She stressed that making films was expensive and not a walk in the park, and thus could not have her creative efforts undermined. The Nigerian filmmaker stated that she would appreciate if the TV stations desist from this or face the consequences. Ruth Kadiri said that the next TV station that she infringes on her copyright would hear from her lawyers. I love the country as a whole, but I'm very disappointed to a major TV station in Ghana would go on my platform, rip my content apart, show it on TV like they have the license to do that. It is not even just one, not two, not three. I don't want to put a watermark on my content because I feel like it is going to make it look tacky. This is the first warning and it is going to be the last one, because the next time you are going to hear from my lawyers. And this is what this is what Joy FM, Kwame Dazi, yes. So Kwame Dazi reported this one on Joy FM. And the story continues. I beg you, let's not start dragging ourselves through the mud. I expect so much from you because you know how expensive it is to create content. And instead of you to buy this content, you would rather rip it and show it on national TV. That is Ruth Kadiri talking. There is a short video that I would want us to see. Let's go see that video, and when I come back, I go to Chemo to get his first opinion on this one before the nation's blogger.
I love my Ghanaian family so much. I love the country as a whole, but I'm very disappointed. I love my Ghanaian family so much. I love the country as a whole, but I'm very disappointed that a major TV station in Ghana would go on my platform, rip my content apart, and show it on TV like they have the license to do that. It's not even just one, not two, not three. I don't want to put a watermark on my content because I feel like it's going to make it look tacky. And this is the first warning, and this is going to be the last warning. The next time you're going to hear from my lawyers, I beg you, please, let's not start dragging ourselves through the mud, because I expect so much more from you. You all know how expensive it is to create content. And instead of you to buy this content, you would rather just rip it and show it on national TV. My God.
Well, so that was The video depicting what the lady Ruth Kadiri's anger, thanks to one of my Nigerian filmmakers, Osman Destiny. Omon, he actually sent this to me, and I know the story has also gone viral for some days now. Chamo,
Yeah.
Should she sue now?
Yeah,
Or
I think
there is something else she can do? Because I hear the video they are showing it. Richie just even confirmed it this afternoon that there are some channels that he himself, he's seen them showing it. And again, his mom is one of the favorites of some of these channels that they have been showing fresh movie. He said the movie will come today, the next day.
they will be showing.
They are showing it on
Even
TV.
for the American ones.
They do the same thing.
Yo, they do the same thing. Like Woman King or something. I've seen.
Yeah,
the
Woman
TV
King on Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the TV station in Ghana here showing it before. Wow. Free on air.
Wow.
And sometimes you wonder what is going through their head. Why are they doing that? But it's because there's no enforcement here, and it is difficult to control it. I mean, people will do it anywhere, anyhow, if you give them the chance. Even in America, they do it. No, so it's not peculiar to Ghana or Nigeria, or like people do it anyhow. So yes, I think it's good that she's giving a warning, and then I will encourage her to take one or two on. Then the rest will learn from it. If you don't do that, it will not stop. They will do it if you give them the chance. Most of the channels that we have now, they don't have content. They can't create content. In fact, they don't even have money for it. They just have money to buy the equipment and then establish the TV station. That's it. They don't have budget for creating content. They don't have like nothing. So they will depend on what is online. So most of them will go online, YouTube specifically. Download all the content that they can get their hands on, and then come and show it on their channel. It is happening. A lot of it. A lot of them are doing it. Even the major TV station, some of them may even be guilty of this. And it's also coming from the fact that when they started, or the TV setup in Ghana, when it started, it was like when we show you on TV or anything about you on TV, we are doing you a favor.
Yeah.
That's how our TV production culture started. People were begging for people to show their content on TV and others. So sometimes they feel like if they are showing it, it's like they are doing you a favor. They are putting you out there without you even asking for it. And if you want a good example, you can take it from Kojo Sheldon's comments. Kojo Sheldon, after using creative content of Yapono complaining, he told him that go and sit down, I'm even helping you.
Yes. I remember the story.
Yes. So that's the culture that we have here. Until you take somebody on, it will not stop, because in our head we are doing you a favor. So me, I'll rather tell the lady to go a step further, and then take on one or two of them. Then others will, at least for her content, they will stay off, and then they will feed on others. For them, if you allow them, they will do it. So I don't see it stopping. But if it is a bother to you, the best way is to take action. I think she should let her lawyer write to them. If they don't stop, then she should take them to court and take some money from them.
Okay, the Nation's blogger would also speak next to this. Kobe.
I think I'll continue from where my senior ended. And
very well.
It is very sad and very disappointing, especially when you invest much into this just to create a content. And the saddest aspect of it is that you won't even reap some of the interest, but just to know, say, a TV station based on any personal interest and what the station will benefit. So no akofa content no na or them will show it.
Some person be found no
yeah. And that is one thing that I'm saying, say, do I even classify it to be wickedness or maybe because me I see it to be wickedness because we live in a country here when a media house went to take an Indian production paid money, huge sum of money for them to just to air this thing on our TV and to even go to that extra mile to go and bring those people in the country, pay for the expenses and tour and other things. Meanwhile, we have some of these creatives here that can equally do better. Or maybe you can more or less partner with them for them to even come up with a good series of production that more or less it will be a mutual thing for them to all win. For that one, they don't see, say, let's do that. But what they think is that, let me go and pick someone. And you know, one thing that maybe they might think, say, they are being smart. Just as you agree, they work hard, work smart. So I think, say, they are working smart. It is not smartness.
Okay.
You are trying to be wicked. Yeah, you are trying to be wicked because if you have the money to get the equipment and to get some personnel to handle your station, go to the extra mile to even pay for their services. Why don't you also make provisions for that aspect to also create content that will be evergreen content that more or less also benefit your channel as well? But what you think is that let me go and pick someone's content and just air it out thinking that you are doing the person's favor. And sadly, especially when they pick someone's property illegally without not sorting the permission of the person. After all, I'm giving you the attention. After all, I'm giving you the
hype.
And that is something that we should encourage in this. Me, I support one numpo the wayad imposo abe issue warning. Wayade. So at least Yambana Basso said she went that extra far to more or less issue a warning to them so they should desist from that. At least from moving forward, we expect them to do or know better.
Okay.
If they don't desist from it, then they should be ready to face the lawyers or court. And I think if that case is maybe because of her, there will be a precedence. There will be a case study. So as next time, no, obi kwa yebia, obo nso no asumasi kwa yebi, ye che no, ana ye manitua scar for damages. Nti obi nso kwa yebia, ono nso sebi obadwe ho. But if not, then there will be bebre. No, be so abedidi ni adwuma. And Brasam is not only the movie. In this country, there's a whole lot of people who are born jumbo. Ebi mo actually upload some of their music on digital platforms, and they are benefiting from that. It is the same line, that kind of mentality, the same line.
Now me kazo say so abonyom.
And so we should more or less know say no, it costs a lot for someone to create a content, and we are all in this country when even our Kumau people complain many occasions, say they don't have money, they don't have the sponsors, partnership from any third party to more or less put out some of these things. So that one should more or less signal to us, it is not easy for someone to come up with a production like this. So please let us all what to do the needful.
Well, very well said. And it is my prayer that some of these things we say on this platform will go a long way to stop some of the ills in our movie industry. Madam Ruth Kadiru, on behalf of those who have showed your video or your movie on TV before, on behalf of all these guys, I want to say we are sorry. In fact, we are very, very, very sorry. We will all be part of the Watchdog Committee and make sure that nobody will show your movie again. And even if they do, we will bring their details to you, then you sue them. Hard one some. Well, Chamo, you wanted to ask something? The
biggest scandal was Angel TV. Showing champions.
I remember.
For the even police to go and seize their gadgets and all that. Like a whole TV station like Angel.
Yeah.
They were doing that. So police went in there, took their gadgets and all that, and then a call from above says that they should release it to them before they stop that thing. So for the TV station, if you give them the chance, they will do it to you.
So Sister Ruth Kadiru, sorry about what happened. We pray that you still don't get discouraged, but to write some more. I could feel that she wanted to even come to Ghana to take care of these people, but first she's giving them a caution.
Yeah.
Or say muntie warning way. Me mama last warning. Last warning. Me mama last warning and muntie sa warning we are. Mo better yes. Now let's come to Chemo's story. Let's come to Chemo's story, and Chemo's story is about El Salvador and his people on Twitter pushing an agenda of a black sheriff supposed snub. Chemo says you guys should stop misbehaving. Black Sheriff performed with Tiwa Savage. You guys should go and push that agenda. Tiwa Savage generation. Look at Black Sheriff generation. Yet they had the opportunity to perform. So Munya Sani Mano. This is Blacko Sherif performing. You understand? And that is sister, big sister Tiwa. Right there on the stage. You think it's a joke? It's no joke. Tiwa's level will be here. Oh. He did his live thing. And that is what you guys should know. Now, this is not our issue. Our issue is a video that came from the Headies Awards, where in an attempt by a media personality, in fact, the voice I heard at the background was Adesope's voice. His voice is very clean. Everybody knows his voice. Very, very easy to recognize. So, in that particular video, we saw Adesope trying to record two of Nigeria's foremost Afrobeat artists, Rema and Ashake. At the same time, Blacko was sitting by the side. And as the man, I'm sure, came to congratulate them because they had their trophies right in front of them. So he was there to congratulate them for a good work done. And Black Sheriff, when Black Sheriff saw the camera coming, I'm sure he also wanted to say, oh, me too, a day. So he was ready to catch fans. But the man was not focusing on Black Sheriff because that was not why he came there. And unfortunately, when Ghanaians saw this, they said, hey, what kind of sabotage is this? So you can't even let Black Sheriff appear in the video for you to say, oh, hello, Black Okrampo. You are just blacklisting the guy. No spotlight on him. You put camera on him, you don't want anybody to see him. Why? Why are you people like that? And Twitter has been buzzing. Richie, let's them watch the video and some of the commentaries around it, those posted by agenda lead El Salvador and his likes. I'm sure we can read some of them, and I picked the views already. I know what Chemo's stance on this particular story is because earlier in the day we had our own discussion and we talked about it. So let's go watch what really transpired there before we go and listen to our people's opinion on this.
Mr. Money with the vibe. Listen. Well done, guys. So proud of you guys, man. Thank you so much. Well done, brother. Mr. Money with the vibe. Listen. Well done, guys. So proud of you guys, man. Thank you so much. Well done, brother. Mr. Money with the vibe. Listen. Well done, guys. So proud of you guys, man. Thank you so much. Well done, brother. Mr. Money with the vibe. Listen. Well done, guys. So proud of you guys, man. Thank you so much. Well done, brother.
Well, watching this video, you can bring in all the analysis, like I said in the afternoon, the VAR analysis into this video. And if you want to think how people are thinking, nobody will judge you. Because one, Adesope should know Black Sheriff. That is point one. Adesope should know Black Sheriff. That is point one. So, in a situation that he was not even the focus, people would have expect, oh, hi, Blacko. Like, oh, congratulations, my people. You guys have done well. Charlie Blacko, what's up? And then Blacko, because that's why Blacko was doing it. Because I'm sure Blacko too did not want to come. Blacko was like, even when I brought the camera, come and see him. He wasn't happy that my people had won. So he didn't even mind us. But this time around, Blacko too minded and no show. And as it stands now, all the Salvador and his people, they are firing. Woto, all over like that. And I want to pick opinions on this. Nations, what do you also honestly think about this video? That was it a deliberate snap on Blacko Sherif, or you also agree with those who think that this is not a big deal, so we should stop crying wolf? There is no wolf coming.
Brass, I mean, there is two things, and two things that comes into my mind when I watch or after watching the video.
Okay.
It can be intentional and it cannot be unintentional. And two, what was the reason why he came? Maybe he came for a particular cause. So all the attention was that cause. And let us all put ourselves into the shoe. Sometimes you might go somewhere, meet someone, not necessarily say the other one sitting beside the person that want to have a convo with, you don't know. But maybe at that moment, all your mind is on the person that you want to more or less vibe with. So the focus is, let me focus on it. By the time you realize, maybe certain things that is not even expected to happen might happen. And right now, personally, I see say it is not an agenda that we need to, push.
Okay.
Now the focus should be, at least Blacko has gotten an opportunity to appear on a platform that is a plus for him and Ghana. Why don't we more or less gear the energy on that one and always trying to more or less even take away the good thing? Right now the whole conversation is someone snubbing Blacko, of which is not more or less adding any good interest here to the young guy, brand or talent. So right now, why don't we focus on the other good thing? So we see Blacko jamming on the same stage with Tiwa, and that is a plus for him and plus for Ghana. And the same people pushing the agenda, is it the same energy that they used to push when Blacko more or less win something positive, or maybe good news come from the camp of Blacko? It is more like brass. And yet Nyame or you push me. Sometimes when I see some of these things, I see it's not necessary. It's like anytime we want to more or less trend on something that don't watch for any value. We want to show say at least me too. I did me too. I feel do something. Yes, it can be disappointing, especially when maybe you might expect so where maybe so I did hear some. But they take show you not be anything giddy biasa. Today they take show you. Tomorrow maybe it will be your turn. So personally, there's one thing, and don't always expect say all the time you be able to like everything will be as planned for you. No. Good. At some point in your career, you might be very disappointed. Even at a point that maybe you're expecting something, you might be disappointed, and it is part of the the business. Even your very own people can disappoint you. True. Even your very own people can disappoint you. True. So why should it be a big deal? After all, the guy who put the camera isn't a Ghanaian, he's a Nigerian. So fine, we know that Nigeria, when it comes to that kind of stuff too, they will always go for theirs first. So if more or less he came in for his people, what is it? At the end of the day, whatever purpose that pushed Blacko to go to the auditorium was fulfilled. So what's the problem? So I think it shouldn't be something that more or less we should more or less push. The focus should be on Blacko more getting the opportunity to perform with Tiwa Savage. They should stop that unnecessary thing. The on Twitter and unnecessary agenda is what they push. Push that energy to support your favorite artist that you think he can more or less win something for you to brag of. And stop this unnecessary things that they're on Twitter doing.
Well, let's move on to Intim Dodo Solomon, aka Chemo, and let's listen to him as well, because I know he has been talking about this ever since it came out. Chemo, what do you also think about this agenda? Let's see how best we can handle this.
Yeah, I think my people they are misbehaving. They are misbehaving, and there's no need for it. I mean, let's start from the basis. What will be the effect, bad or good, for that thing happening? Okay. What is the effect? Like, let's go for them. I think they have really hard head. I won't say coconut. They should go inside. They should go inside and then assign motive for Adesope's action. Like, they should find a way and say that, okay, he will do this so that this thing will happen to Blacko, or that thing will happen to Blacko. They should go in, like, they should think so hard and come out with the reason why Adesope will do something like that. And I can bet they won't get any good reason. Like, they will not get anything better to say that, okay, he did that so that Blacko cannot perform again, or he did that so that Blacko will not win an award, or he did that so that Blacko will lose money, he did that so that Blacko now nobody will be interested in him. Like, they should come out and say something reasonable. They won't get anything. So just based on that, we should end the argument, or we shouldn't even talk about this. Yes, because no, even the way you walk, somebody can find fault with it and say something about you. The attire that you wear, somebody can look at it and say that the way the colors.
Oh, I see more people write that about me. Yes, oftentimes on this channel. They come and say, today you are dressed well. Yes.
Because your dressing is also offending people. Yes. Based on even the colors, the whatever.
They said I'm wearing Chinese wear.
I can't even imagine. Like, look at this. So no matter what, if you want to push a certain agenda, or if you want to push a certain narrative, you can get something to say it. Just that reasonable people or discerning people can sit down and say, okay, so what will be the motive for the person that you think, the person to be doing those things? So I want us to go back and do same for the this action. Like, what will be the effect on Black Sherif? And I'm betting it's zero. There's nothing that you can get. That will be the effect on Black Sherif. So if there's no effect on Black Sherif, what will be the effect on the industry, Ghana music industry, that they think that they are the anointed ones to push it? There's anointed ones who wants better for Ghana music industry or the entertainment industry. What do they think will be the effect based on Adesope's action? That one too, I am 100% sure nothing. They won't get anything better to say. So then what are you fighting for? If we can't get any motive that we think it can based on the Adesope's action, it can impact on Ghana entertainment industry or Black Sherif's personal career or his music. So now what are they really fighting for? It's just they are just misbehaving, and I think they should stop. There's a better things to do, like you have mentioned. Black Sherif did a performance with
Tiwa Savage.
Tiwa Savage. You are not pushing that. You are not saying that Black Sherif is doing well. Black Sherif has done well. But camera that was going its way or somewhere that he wanted to be in, and he, unfortunately for him, he couldn't get the spotlight that he was looking for. That's what you are angry about. Meanwhile, that spotlight cannot do anything against or for him. Even if it were on him throughout, what would be the advantage on about that? Nothing. He was on the main stage, and that main stage that he was on, the bigger camera was on him. Everybody saw him. You are not happy about that. But somebody's personal phone, it's not even
the real camera show.
Somebody's personal phone went closer to him, trying to have conversation with somebody else, not you. But the camera, for some reason, came on you, and then you wanted to do something, and then a switch. And some people are angry about it, or they are not happy. So what? Like, so what are they fighting for now? Or what is the agenda here? They just want to misbehave. Because if I think about it on all angles, every angle that I can think of, I don't get anything better or bad or Like anything that I can say, okay, he did this because he wanted to achieve this or that.
Okay.
So there's no need for that. And Adesope's record, like if it is him, he has a very good record when it comes to Ghanaian musicians.
Yeah.
So that one will even kill all the agenda or whatever you want to do. A lot of Ghanaian musicians has appeared on his platform.
But Black Sherif has not appeared on the Black.
Not yet. Yes, I don't know about him.
So could it be that maybe there is some friction between him and Black Sherif, because I know Black Sherif has been in London several times and he has never appeared on Adesope's show. Okay. To the best of my knowledge, every Ghanaian artist who goes to London, Adesope tries to connect with you, including our recent, even Kojo Sheldon, who is not a musician. He did. So could there be maybe some friction between him and Blacko? That's why Blacko would not be his focus?
Okay, so I've not seen Stonebwoy on his platform as well.
Okay.
Could there be a friction between him and
until something happens between the two?
Yes, okay. So there are other people like that that have not appeared on the
because personally, I know he's reached out to me to get Shatta before. When he came in for, I think, last year's Afro Nation, he wanted to link up with Shatta, but I think because of the Christmas activities, we could not link up.
Okay. So my point is that even if you want to speculate or come out with a rumor that there may be friction between him and Black Sherif, now let's ask, what will it be? If you are ready to speculate, what can be the problem? What could be the issue? That one too you can't answer.
True.
So why then do you go there? That's why I'm saying that they have no point, because the guy, he has been hosting a lot of Ghanaian musicians, Jackie, Sarkodie, Kiddy, like a whole lot of them, Kamido. So what is the point here? Like, what are you trying to achieve? Wherever you take it, you will hit a point that you know that there's nothing in there for you to hold on to, like either positive or negative. He is doing that so that Nigerian industry will grow better than Ghana, or he's doing that so that Ghanaian industry will not even have a chance to win. And like how, like no matter the angle that you want to take it, you will not get anything better to say. So it's misbehavior, and I think they should stop it. They are just misbehaving.
Well, thank you so much, Team Dodo Solomon. I'm sure we can only end it here. Earlier, I also had my share on this in the editorial, so you can also check it out if you have some time on you as well. Now, let's move on to the very last story for the day, where we are talking about a veteran broadcaster in Nigeria called Dayo Adeneye. I want to believe I got the name right. Dayo Adeneye. And I know he works with the Kenny's group, Kenny's Media. And he said something in a video that has been posted by Bankuli, my good friend Bankuli. Shout out to Bankuli. Where he was talking about how Nigeria, the steps Nigeria took in stopping foreign songs in their industry. After this video went viral, it has been reposted by some Ghanaian journalists, including my good friend Olele Salvador, who has also said that this is the agenda. Maybe this is what we need to be pushing as Ghanaians and not some of these things we are seeing. Richie, do you want us to read Olele's post, or you want us to watch the video straight? Anyhow you want us to go about it, I'm sure we can go.
Why we stop playing? Foreign music, and this is what gave birth to what is Afrobeats today. Dr. Dokwesi called us one day and said, "Now well done. What's number one on your top 10? It was Tupac. What's number 2? Whitney Houston. Number 10, top. Everything was foreign. So you people don't see any Nigerians that we say it's only King Sonny and the Shina Peters. They don't. Their music is not popular, sir." Say now well done. So how long will you keep doing that? When has Michael Jackson ever called to say thank you for making me my music? Why don't you look for some local boys, promote them, make them superstars? People will see them on the street and say, So don't forget this Because when you are on the stage jumping and your fans are screaming, they are the ones that are playing your music. When you are not there, you are sleeping. They are playing it at midnight, Friday, Saturday. This is the hottest thing. But people now forget because your music is now trending everywhere. But if these ones don't play it and start and light that fire, your talent will just be in your head. You will be playing in your bedroom. So don't forget them.
In addition to what he said, Skills and Zeal, they just came from London. From airport here.
From airport here.
They landed inside airport, enter car, turn radio to get his FM.
His vibration, they were playing his music.
Vibration.
Wow. Yes, he filmed it. Wow. He filmed it. It was Kenny's FM, long play. Vibration. Massive. And they played from the beginning to the end.
I have not met you.
I have not met you.
You gave him money.
He has already given you a support.
I've seen his videos.
Okay.
So
I really won't tell you
next year now,
I knew she was
next year when he's collecting his award, he will say, I want to thank my mom.
My mom, my friends.
My friends. I want to thank. He will thank all my
DJs.
But he won't remember
the DJs. Radio
it's normal human tendency.
All DJs will fall in love with you.
But just remember those little beginnings and the people that didn't even know you and supported. Human beings we tend to forget.
Very forgetful.
You will not be rolling with Olamide and you think those are your friends. No, it's these ones that even played your music without knowing who you are. So even if you don't give them money, just the thank you, the text, blah, blah,
yeah, when you are on interview,
that's why we are
mention
today. I haven't seen him in.
You mention.
Last time we saw was Los Angeles.
Los Angeles,
at Grammy Awards.
About what, 3 years, 4 years ago?
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yes.
But we know that the love is there. We share common interests, so you can call any day and say, "I'm coming tomorrow." So don't forget this one.
This music, and I was about to go on there and I listened.
Why we stop playing tomorrow? So
don't
forget this one.
This music, and I was about to go on there and I listened.
Well, so that was the statement made in that video, as in they come and what song is number one? It will be like some foreign songs. No. What song is number two? No. And out of that, they had to stop playing all those songs to make sure their own songs were listened to often by their people. And today, we are seeing what we are seeing. Let me start with Chamu. Let's close. Let's stop it.
Good. Well, I think he has good intention, the way he's saying things, and I agree with him. But the method or the solution to do that, I sometimes disagree with a lot of people. People make it look like human beings are not rational, or people who listen to whatever they do are not rational beings. But I bet you human beings are really purposeful. Our action is always motivated by the need for satisfaction.
Okay.
Whatever we do, the end game is that we want to be satisfied.
Exactly.
So you can't force people to like something that they won't be satisfied. So if you want to push something like that, I agree, but do it the right way. Make people like it by convincing them, giving them something for them to say that yes, I like this. And I bet you in any society, when your own is doing something good, nobody will tell you to choose that one.
Yeah.
Or even if what your own is doing is comparable to what a foreigner or somebody coming from outside is doing, nobody will compare you or push you to take your own. It's natural. People like their own. It's so natural. But people may choose outside their own because the one outside their own is better than their own. Or the one outside their own is giving them something that their own is not giving. And I have a good example at the point that Nigerian movie was all over the place in Ghana here. People loved Ejako movie all of a sudden, and we didn't see Nigerian movies as we used to see it again for some time that Ejako was reigning. Because Ejako and the people who were doing the production at that time did something that Ghanaians loved. They didn't force anybody that go and throw your Nigerian movies away and watch Ejako. No. Ejako was doing what they loved, what they wanted. And it was working like magic. So, yes, if we play our own music and people love it, they will prefer that one, like from the beginning, before they will even consider the foreign ones. But if we play our own, you play the foreign one and people are feeling the foreign one, the DJ who is playing will play what people will like. Or he will not play what he can force people to like. That one is for the marketers. So that's where I would say that you do what can convince people. And that is pushing for promotion, doing other things, hoping that when people see it, they will love it. So having a good product and doing right promotions. Like we have seen our Nigerian counterparts, we can all testify to how Davido did his promotion. Wherever you go, you will meet him.
See it, yeah.
On the digital platforms, on the video on demand platforms, wherever you go, you will meet Davido. That's the marketing part of it for you. He is not forcing you to like it. If you see it and you don't like it, fine. But if you see it and it's good, he has won. You will love it. So our people should do same. And we will take over. Like this happened in Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then now we can all talk about how Afrobeat is going all over the place. So are they telling me that they force people to like Afrobeat?
No.
No. They are doing the right thing that people love. And then Afrobeat is going like wildfire. You can't stop it.
Yeah.
You don't force it. Afrobeat is even penetrating American market, European market, wherever you go, Asia, even in India. Something crazy is happening. And they didn't force Indian people to love Afrobeat. They heard it. It's nice. They like it. That's it. That's how the world works. I mean, in fact, if you want any balanced system, that's how it's supposed to be. Give the best as you can give. And if people love it, nobody can stop it.
Yeah.
And it's working for Afrobeat. So why then do you now turn around and you want to force people to like something because they have to support their own? It's not a good narrative. You should stop that. Tell people to produce the right thing that people will love, not the good thing. I mean, some people call me and say, what should I do to for people to like my content? And I tell them, do something that people will love. And then they say, I have a very good content, quality content, educative. And I tell them, Master, it's not about education or whatever. Nobody needs your education. They want something to be entertained. They want something to be satisfied. And that thing could be educative. That is bonus. But it could be as nonsense as anybody can judge. But that's what they love.
Yeah.
So if you want people to watch you, give them what they love. Don't force anybody or don't do anything that you are forced. We know people in the system, they have wasted, or no, I won't say wasted. They have done a lot of promotion about their song, but it's not going anywhere. Because and yet there, but we can't say there. And we will just push you, oh, for Sikashem. Then they won't have anything and it will not go anywhere. Patapa will not pay a dime. And one corner will be in every place, every corner that you go. It's because people love it. Forget about the analysis that people will do and say, one corner is not a good song, Patapa is not talented, but one corner is everywhere. He didn't pay a dime for it. And he didn't force anybody to like it. I bet you do something that people will love and you will win. Forget about support your own and do it so that our people will love it. If it is not nice, forget about how many times you do it. It won't go anywhere.
True.
So I agree with him that we should put our own first, but it should be content that when you put it first, people will love it naturally, so that the second one coming will not take over. Because if you put your own first, and then later you bring the foreign one and the foreign one is nicer, it will come and push your own that you put first. do the good job, and you will be okay.
Fantastic. Well, the Nation's blogger speaks finally on this topic.
I think first of all, let me say kudos to him and for, getting that strategy and also pushing it. I agree with him at some point, and at some point too, I don't agree, especially when most of our people, when they are doing things like that, they always see it to be a favor. But there's one thing that we should also understand. So that is it. Imagine if you push or you promote a song, then the song become a banger. Automatically, the person who also promoted the song to also get a spotlight.
True.
So one way or the other, you are helping the person, but you also throwing the spotlight on yourself as well too. And two, I also want to say this. You see, the Nigerians, when we bring this Afrobeat conversation into that of our high life and other stuff, there was a strategy behind it. So a good product can't only sell, but there should be a strategy or a plan towards it. And that is what the Nigerians get it right. We can't sit here and say that our people are not doing a good song. But the Nigerians are always ahead of us because they have a marketing strategy that is always leading them ahead of us. Two, they have a plan as an industry that they are pushing.
True.
That is it. You see, in Ghana, your industry, I have to say, sorry to say, I say, you need plan, but with the Nigerians, they have some plans, they have a goal, a target that they want to achieve. You see, we live here and we say Ghana month, but the same Ghana month, we can't even play even 40% Ghanaian songs.
True.
Yet you go there and be blaming Nigerians. Are we serious?
Fact.
So if you want our songs to also go global, there are some certain things that if we do it right, we also get attention. Now, my brother said you can't force a consumer to consume what maybe he doesn't. You see, as part of the promotion, some of the things that you see, it is one way or the other, indirectly they are forcing us to consume. There are sometimes you pick your phone and you see some ads. It will be appearing on your phone to the extent that at some point you have no other option than to press on it. That is it. So one way or the other, that's the strategy. And these are some of the matrices that the Nigerians are adopting. And because of that thing is working for them, they are always winning ahead of us. And two, the fact that they say we should invest, that doesn't necessarily mean say investment behind and we'll get profit. It should be a strategic investment. If you don't plan your investment well and become more strategic about it, you invest, but you never gain anything out of it. So if we are investing, we should be more or less be very strategic and have a plan towards it. The fact that someone is into agric farming or maybe crop plantation, that doesn't necessarily mean say you have money and you're an investor, you have to venture there. Test the forces and see say it will work for you. So if we want our music to go there, stakeholders, being a DJ, industry people, our gatekeepers, we should have a plan and apply that plan, and trust me, we'll achieve the result. We sit here, we say Ghana month, that same Ghana month, we can even start it now. Let's adopt playing 70% Ghanaian songs and 30% foreign, and if we all have to adopt this culture as Ghanaians, and we all come together with a conscious effort to do it, we will achieve a result. Imagine you go everywhere, everybody is playing Terminator everywhere. Yes, the song is good. But imagine everywhere that you pass, Terminator is being played.
Oh, they are playing it already,
yes.
As a matter of fact. Yeah.
But the thing is, they are doing it to Terminator. Why? Because at this point in time, the song has gotten the spotlight. But we have songs we have songs that are equally good. They are equally better even than Terminator in this country. But they are not getting it because we think focus on one side. But if we have a conscious agenda, so let's promote 70% Ghanaian, we will achieve a result. But in our own case, it's never like that.
How do you do that?
How do we do that?
Promote 70% Ghanaian. How do you do
There
it?
should be regulations.
Regulations?
Yes.
By who?
To me, you can even
by state apparatus.
Yes.
And play it well.
Yes.
Like how
so
do you do it?
This
I want
specific. Yes. A client bet me the TV way in say. You bet me cut some of the taxes. Say if this radio, if you're a radio station and you play, we should get matrices to even measure. So
how do you get the matrices? The metrics.
The metrics.
Yeah. How do you get the system to measure whatever is happening? How do you get it?
The same method that we used to measure how these people, the Gamlo and those people get their funds. We can still get system to trace.
My brother, you don't know what you're talking
no,
about.
The thing is,
Gamlo system is the worst that you can think of. So to say something better.
Yeah, so we can still get a modified method.
How do we get it? That's the point. Like you see, you can say all the nice things. It sounds good in people's ears, but when it comes to practical, you see that it will fall short. That's why I'm asking you for specific. How do you control 70% Ghanaian play or promotion or whatever when you have the internet to everybody in the world, but not just Ghanaians? How do you do that?
We can develop a software.
Who develops that software?
So we have software developers here. In this country. So if we are to collaborate with them and more or less share ideas together, we can come up with a good software that can make us to more or less. So
you think collaborate with them will not cost us anything?
It will cost. It's still.
So who will pay that money?
Yes, it still goes up to this planning.
Plan, but like even saying plan is nothing. I want you to give specific. Like you said that we should collaborate with software developers.
The government, individual stakeholders who can more or less they're in our space. We can get money from the government. Can contribute. Even we can even bring more or less a regulation. Say these TV stations or maybe media houses, we are taking something from them to achieve.
You are taking something.
Yeah, we are taking money.
The private individuals who have established their TV station to support who? Sarkodie,
yes.
Shatawale.
They don't support only. It's hand in hand. We born in we born.
So how?
I mean, their shows they play some of our songs to also. So it is very more or less.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so easy to say things, but
easier said.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I think I have this book here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm never by Yagri. I very own Yagri. I just purchased my own.
Okay.
And the title is Work Hard, Work Smart.
Yeah. Work hard or work smart.
Yeah, work hard or work smart. Most of the times, fight over this. Say, are we to work smart or are we to work hard? Still having difficulties and how even getting the solution. But I believe getting this book will help you get a solution. So wherever that you are, I've purchased mine. Go out there. It's very affordable. And trust me, you will love it. Yeah. So go purchase it. And Anointed too. Yeah, my people are also doing something amazing.
What
the discount, no? Right now, the discount na
Anointed discount.
Wow. Discount na
Wow.
It's yes, baby, I will be come for your quality, affordable, and
this Christmas I have some event, so you guys have to come.
So the renter, they should
sponsor me power.
We will come.
At the stadium.
Yes, so this one is positive. So there's a platform that I
power at the stadium.
Yes, there's a platform.
Let me power my stadium and tell the world that Anointed Electrical can power the whole stadium for you.
Oh, there was a match in Kumasi that power. I think last time match be with Kumasi like that. So we are coming. So yeah, babe mamu generator emboneni. No, even on she but wow. So come to our office, our head office at Odoko, and get you affordable. When it comes to expertise, experiences too on board, we have Anointed Training Institute.
Wow.
Where we also nurture these brains too, so that
to do the services,
our big men when they are no more there. So grooming some of these hardworking technicians, we have the process through Anointed Technical Institute. Come there and we get it sorted.
We are all going to Anointed Electricals to get power because December we don't want any power going on and off. We want to be stable. Like early morning erection, you know what I mean. Special thanks to Intimdo de Solomon Chemo, to man like the nation's blogger Kobe Josvan, Digital Rasta called Currency, Richie Flex. They are the people behind the scenes making sure we appear and look good. So we give you the content that you guys have been waiting for. My name is Sammy Flex. If it is your first time here, this is what we do. We believe in talking about the important things in our industry and not the petty ones. Subscribe to us, comment, share, and like our videos as well. Until then, be good because we are always good. We are out of here.